to Real Estate Defined, the art of real estate, the podcast where we break down the market, the money, and things that really matter in real estate.
Join Dr. Briley and myself, Austin Tony, here each week while we're unlocking real conversations, real strategy, and real insight so we can buy smarter, sell better, and build long-term wealth. Let's get into it.
Hello, hello, hello. We are back. We are back. So I hope y'all been having a great time the last couple of weeks. For us, we've had all kinds of situations. We've had ice storm.
Yep.
It didn't do what it said it was going to do.
Thank God.
Thank God.
But at least we still got 3 days to hide like it was.
I know. It's supposed to come back. It's supposed to circle back. I guess this is called some kind of Arctic blast or something. It's supposed to circle on back and give us some more air kisses or something with the wind and coldness.
Haven't heard it called that, but
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
You're reading.
It's super wild how the weather just fluctuates in Texas. Mm-hmm. You know, you can go out in the morning with shorts on and then you need a coat and long johns in the evening or something. Right. Because you're getting a text.
I know. And it stinks. Before I moved here, when my family first moved down here. Right. We spent on Christmas Day, we'd be playing tennis or going on a run together or doing something outside together. And the year I moved here, every single winter around this time has been freezing.
Crazy.
So
yeah, it's just, and then, we find out they do funnel clouds and all this other kind of stuff. But it's just wild to know now a lot of what happens when you're like cutting down trees and you're realigning the earth. Things start, because Texas didn't really have ice storms. We didn't have, up in Dallas, it always would snow a little bit, but that was so further north. Right. East Texas would, parts of Waco sometime would. But now we're starting to see it in Houston and the subsidiaries of Houston, like Kingwood, but it didn't really get bad though. It didn't do what they predicted it to do.
Not at all.
So they put more fear into go get your supplies, this doomsday prep, but I'm glad.
Get all the bread and eggs.
It was milk too, I thought.
Milk, maybe, yeah.
I mean, why was people stocking up on milk?
I don't know. People always do that. That's like their basics. Weird. And toilet paper.
Milk?
That's what they said. They get basics. People drink milk.
No. No. I seen a thing where it was a lady, she had 12 gallons of milk. Now what's she gonna do with all that milk? It's just too much. Yeah. That's too much. Yeah. But I'm not here to judge you. My name is Dr. Briley. And we're going to get into our show today. We have interesting things to talk about today. It's just, we're in that month of love. February is kind of knocking at our doors, coming within, a few days from now. But we're in that month of love. And we want to showcase a couple of things and talk about some stuff. But before we do, let's hit something that was funny or something that how we do.
What you got?
Oh, it just seems like it's always something. It's always something. Gosh, it seems like I get on the show and then I forget. I know. And then I'm always laughing, calling you about something, telling you.
Yeah. Remind me.
Put it on your notes. Gosh, it's just been so many different events and different stuff. I'm trying to remember. Shout out, and I talk about y'all, and I'm gonna do a shout out today. But shout out to Centerpoint. Centerpoint kept the lights on. Yep. Epcot, or whatever you want to call yourself. Thank you. We appreciate it. You kept the lights on. But I do know there was, I think, 400,000 without lights.
I saw that. I don't think that was in our area. I think that was up north, though.
Probably I think it was Dallas, Fort Worth.
Sure. I don't even know. They did get snow. I don't think it was us.
No, it wasn't us. And so I was super excited about that because last time we got it bad. Yep. I know. Because I was driving to Prairie View to go get gas for the generator every day. Mm-hmm. And we were out with lights almost a month. It was like three days shy from a month. That's the longest I've ever been. Well, the generator, you got the stuff pumping, but I'm just saying to have the lights the regular way. That's the longest I've ever been.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was crazy. Driving to Buc-ee's, my favorite place, and getting gas every single day. Crazy. But anyway, I don't know what. Gosh, I don't know. I know it'll come to me.
I don't think I had anything crazy that I want to mention.
Really?
Just kidding. I had a birthday.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
we're supposed to go out.
Yeah.
So we're going out. We're going out tonight. We're going out tonight. I told him I had two special martinis that I like. So I told him I got them for 2 martinis. Because I want him to drive home safe, Mom. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna do your baby like that. 2 is
don't
the limit.
Don't get her started.
Oh, geez, say don't get us started. So when you watch this episode, it was not me after the 2. Okay. Yeah, mine is the pomegranate. Oh man, that's my favorite. Yep. I love that. I love that.
I love anything fermented.
Well, it's like a sweet, but not you. It's not too harsh.
Right.
A basic martini is too harsh for me. Plain. And I don't like olives.
Yeah, that's a real martini.
I don't like
that. We'll get you on it.
Nah, I don't like olives. I've never have. It's got like a bitter, squashy taste. And maybe I don't know. You like martinis like that?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I told you anything fermented.
Shaken, not stirred, or what?
Yeah.
Just,
You shake it.
No. I'm good. So I guess we don't have anything funny, and maybe we'll have something funny in a moment because I know there was a whole bunch. So, but what did you do for your birthday?
Went and saw some old friends from college and celebrated one of my friends opening up her own private practice for mental health. Okay. She was counseling. She was a psychologist. So yeah, went and celebrated that. And we went to a nice dinner, and then she said, "You know what I really want to do to celebrate?" And she was like, "And we can be part of your after birthday event." And I said, "What?" "Nothing crazy." And she's like, "I want to go to the trashiest bar we can find. I want to just play pool." And
so she wanted to go to a hole in the wall.
Yep.
Was there a hole in the walls there?
Yep.
Okay.
Of course.
It's hard to find a hole in the walls now.
I know.
You know.
And this is a long-standing.
You got to go packing.
Right.
Yeah, for real. Because you want to go back home.
Right. Just good old country boys today.
Yeah. But hole in the wall.
No, it's fun.
Really?
It's good. Yep.
So with this event of a birthday, do you think you have, some people make just like New Year's resolutions.
Right.
Did you make any like resolutions or not, or some kind of goal for you and your birthday? Or
of course, yeah.
You want to share with the viewers?
Not really. No, It's just numbers and stuff.
Okay.
I usually write it down in a private book. I don't talk about it with anyone.
Oh, that's good. That's what I do.
Yeah.
You move in silence.
Right.
But silence is good to move in silence. For real.
Right. I do more that way. Rather than people chasing my tail. That's what I feel like whenever I share it too much.
Yeah, because if you share like too much of your dreams and aspirations, people, if they don't have any, they'll try to tear you down. They'll try to make you smaller on it or make you feel like that's not obtainable because why are you trying to do that?
Right.
Like that's stupid. Why are you trying to do that? But no, I get it. I do it too. And that's kind of how I came up with the journal collection too, because I was writing so much, just writing. I do it every day. So, but anyway. So what we getting into? So we gonna introduce ourselves if you're brand new watching us. My name is Dr. Briley.
And Austin Tony.
Yes, and so I own a property management company and a couple of other businesses, and
I run a real estate team for one of the oldest brokerages in Texas.
Yeah. You doing good too.
Yep.
Doing good, and he just did a new look to it.
Rebranded, so I took over my own team, and I was managing a team, and we separated, and I took over all of our agents, and we're doing well. We're cooking. It's exciting.
You know what's also exciting is when you do, like for our second season, we also have a new brand as well.
Right.
So it's good when you rebrand and do things and shift things because it shows that you're flowing. And I'm big on the flow because, I tell people all the time, it's like water. Like when water flows, you want your success or your things that you're doing to actually flow and not be stagnant.
Yep.
So that's a good thing.
Water gets bad whenever it's stagnant.
Yeah, gets stinky, you know, and then and you ain't gotta toss it out and start all over from scratch. But when you're flowing, that's a good thing. So I'm excited for you. I'm excited for the new look. I'm excited for the season 2 with us, and our new look. So what were we talking about today?
Yeah, so it's actually a request by some viewers.
Ooh.
Ran into a couple people. One of them were mentioning how she has it on every single day.
Shout out to you, girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know.
You know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are.
Yep. And yeah, she was like, don't be talking about me on there.
Too late. Shout out.
Right. She was like, you know what? You should go over, and it's something that I kind of bring in information from it a lot, but NAR, the National Association of Realtors, puts out a review every single year at the end of the year. So she was like, they have some good points on some stuff that they're working on and just cool numbers.
Right.
She was like, I think it'd be something good for you guys to talk about and just mention for just like advocacy for the public. Get it out there, get it known, what's going on.
Because now it seems like everybody's a realtor now.
Right. I know, but that's slowly stopping. It's something that this mentioned. So I was looking on here. I can't find exactly where it's talking about that, about the number of realtors, but it did mention, we read it the other day in one of our sales meetings, but about 80% of licensed realtors did not sell one thing last year. Only 20% of
let's
people.
back this up. Did you say 80?
80%.
80%.
Did not sell anything last year. Only 20% of people that actually hold a license sold anything.
Wow.
Yeah. So it just goes to show
that's
you.
That's like weird though.
That, well, yeah, people just get a license to hold on to it and then do a deal whenever they can.
Or do their own deal, probably.
Yeah, that too.
Or family deals.
Yeah, but which is not good because those are the people that aren't working in the business every day that think they know what's going on, know what to do. Yeah.
And that can hurt people too, because if you're a realtor, because there's two realtors usually working together, one on one side and one on the other side. So if you have one that's really know their stuff and there's another one on the other side, it can be a situation, you know?
Oh, yeah. And you can see it whenever, anytime I have something with a deal, like one of my listings or something, and I have agents talk to me a certain way, I'm like, oh, yep. It's one of those. Must be a cousin or something that they were just going to make back in 1919. Yeah, they were going to make some extra money this year because somebody came to them with a deal.
But they have to do continuing education.
Right.
So.
Yeah, well.
And continuing education is different. You could do it online. You could, yeah.
That's the problem. There's ways to get those done without people knowing who actually did it.
60 hours, right? 60 hours?
It's, what is it? 90 every year.
2 years?
No. Every 2 years. 90 hours every 2 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there are always classes. Like there's always classes to like brush them up and groom you up, and that's how it is in my travel agency. That there's always classes because the travel agency flows, right? And you gotta stay abreast to it.
And most full-time realtors, like especially like higher producer ones, like my whole team, we do more than the 90 hours just because we need that information anyways. So we were in these classes. Right. Even though we hit our hours.
Because it helps to grow your business stronger.
Yeah, and it changes every year. We have new laws out every single year. So.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So there's a governed tech board, Texas State Board.
Yep. Yeah. That's Texas Real Estate Commission.
Right.
They're the big ones.
You will serve on the board. Yeah, I think you'll be great at it. I think because you're very organized. You are very organized and you're very proficient. You know, you're good at what you do. So.
Thank you. Not on my cards for until I'm ready to retire.
He'll be on there next week, y'all.
Yeah, right. I like what I do
Dr.
too
Briley.
much.
Let me just call the governor that you're appointed today. So what else about it? Like, what is going on?
Yes. So one of the biggest things, and now I can't find it on here, but that the organization, the NAR organization, was working on was actually fighting for taxes. That's something we talk about a lot. So they got 11 different bills passed to reduce taxes for real estate.
Then where is it happening at?
So, well, I mean,
Because
one,
I haven't
it's in
seen.
every state.
I haven't seen the
One is
help.
raising like, one is raising like the homestead tax. So you have more to claim on homestead that reduces your tax rate, what your
So,
what your property is taxed at. That was one of the biggest things.
but
And
when it
same with,
hasn't went into effect, I mean, it's in
hmm
effect, but we haven't felt the trickle.
right. No.
So we're gonna see it in
You'll
2026.
see it after your 2026 taxes come out. Yeah.
After I done sold so many pieces of
Takes
property,
time.
I know. At least I still got some little bit left. Yeah.
Right. Um, where were we? Yeah,
That's
70% of
exciting.
consumers are aware of the Realtor brand, which you have to be a part of NAR. So you don't have to be a part of the National Association of Realtors.
Okay.
So you can just have your license and not be connected to any organization,
Okay.
which is not good because then you're governed by less organizations. Like
Right.
I answer to Trek, I answer to NAR, I
Right.
answer to my brokerage.
But you don't have to be a part of them.
But you don't, yeah, except for in certain states. So, like, for instance, to be a part of the Houston Association of Realtors, you become a member of NAR as well.
Okay.
They require you to be involved in
It's
that.
kind of like what the Better Business Bureau, a little bit, but
Right,
on higher
exactly.
standards.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. I get
Yeah,
it.
and you see areas that do require it
Okay.
have better agents out there
How?
because
I
they're
mean, what
more
is?
educated and
I was just gonna say, how can you find a good agent? Like, what should our viewers know on how to find a good agent?
I would say definitely like, I mean, this doesn't always go to say, but looking at somebody's production to see if they're actually working. You can look, that's all public information
Really?
to be able to pull how much somebody's selling and buying with it.
I mean, how does the public?
You can go to wherever that area is,
Okay,
whatever association is associated with that
that's
area,
good to
like
know.
R,
Okay,
Houston Association of Realtors. You can pull from that. You can
and it'll
always,
list. It'll have a listing of
mhm,
that realtor
you
and
can go
how.
to that person and see all of their production on there.
That's good
Yeah.
because if you're really needing something to be sold, and then they're like the first baby to come out the class, and then they
Right.
get past the test, and then you get them, and then they still haven't been groomed for your type of property setting to sell, because
Right.
some, you never know a person's situation of why they want to sell,
Right.
and you should never let a house or whatever just sit up and don't try
Right.
to sell it.
Yeah. I think the next would be reading reviews. So on there you can see reviews as well. You can Google now,
Right.
anywhere for any industry about someone and see their reviews.
Really.
So all of ours are public here, so you can see all the reviews about me. Every single one of them is 5 stars.
Of course they are.
And then
Y'all, he do all kind of stuff for his clients
yeah, and
when
I
he.
told people to quit writing that on there. I'm like, don't be mentioned. I was
No,
crawling around your attic with
I'm
you.
serious. He does all kind of stuff to help his clients sell their properties or their homes or their land. And that, I've always said, relationships are important, but that was makes the difference. It's
Right.
like a la car. It's almost like and that's how I like to run my business. It's that Chick-fil-A brand. Like, what else can I assist you
Customer
with?
care. Yeah.
That customer care, and when you do that, it makes so much better sense.
Mm-hmm.
It makes people feel warm, like, wow, this person is doing this as if they're my family.
Right. That's why I always say, like, I build lifelong clients. It's kind of like a saying that a lot of businesses use, but I feel like I really do because I get involved, and every single client that I've ever had says the same thing.
Right.
Like, they would never use anybody else in Texas. They would use me for
Wow.
everything because I'm part of their family now. Keep
Wow,
up with
that's
them.
good.
So that's something else that's big is finding someone that you jive with because they get all up in your personal space. I know everything about your finances,
Right.
about your house. You're in the guts of your house. You're letting somebody in. And for them to be able to know your property or
Right.
know exactly what your needs are and wants are, you got to be able to be their friend.
Right.
So
That's
finding
true.
somebody that you can,
Trust.
yeah, trust and get along with, not
That's
just
true.
a business partnership. None of mine are
Right.
like that. I
That's
go to
good.
dinner with clients,
That's
all the
good.
time. So
You taking them
I've
on the boat?
become, yeah, I've done that.
No.
Not in a long time.
But that's cool though, because it makes such a mark
Right.
that makes it different. And now, like I said, I'm big on it. We do it in my companies. No matter what entity you work in for me, even a janitorial, because a lot of people look down on the janitorial
Right.
industry, and I always make sure my people look good, be good, and do the same thing as if you were at a CEO board meeting for a Fortune 500 company.
Right.
In the janitorial
Right.
thing, because I think that's important.
Yeah, all that care matters.
And I tell them, if somebody's treating you bad, you let me know.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go. I'm gonna put a stop to that real fast, real fast. And I've had to do that, because sometimes people tend to talk down to people,
Right.
In that type of industry,
Right.
or making them do other things that was not a part of a contract.
Mm-hmm.
So what else we got with the
Yeah, well.
So that's how you find a good realtor.
Yep, looking at the reviews. Something that I was saying, finding that I meant to mention about finding somebody that you drive with is how to do that is interviewing. So make time to bring in a few realtors, 3 to 5. I wouldn't do more than that. You'll overwhelm yourself, but take time to set and bring them into your house and talk to them, get to know them. 3 to 5 of them. People usually have a rule of 3. And that's kind of like what we do in the industry is a rule of 3 for anything we suggest to. Always
Well,
get
it's just
3.
like bidding
And
in my
yeah,
industry.
pretty much.
Rule of 3, yeah.
Yeah, and interview them, but get to know them, not just ask what your fees are and
Right.
ask what you do.
Because now that's the new thing about the fees too. Disclose.
Right.
Yeah, you can negotiate your fees and
Right,
stuff.
which has always been a thing.
Right.
It's just, yeah, I'm not gonna get into all of that.
Yeah. Did I take you
Unless
too
there's
far?
a lawyer is present.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
kidding.
Yeah. Did I take you too far?
Right.
Okay. Next.
But yes, it was always negotiable.
It was a pretty touchy thing when they made some changes and stuff. So
it did, and I think it more so had to do with just people not educating and keeping clients in the dark.
Yeah.
And they felt like this is what they were being told,
right,
rather than these are my options.
and there's so much happening in those transactional times that
right.
things get vague. You're trying to remember, and Lord forbid if you're building something from the ground up and never done that before, then now you got a whole nother situation that
Right.
You're trying to remember and do and stuff like that.
Yeah, 10 other people involved, 20 other
Right.
people involved.
Right.
So yeah, it does become things become misconstrued or forgotten.
Right.
I don't ever, something that I do is not to word vomit with people. So we go over everything step by step, and I tell them that at the beginning. Here's all the steps, so it kind of looks like the overview, but this is where we're starting.
Right.
Next milestone, we'll go over the next steps. This is what it's going to look like. This is what's going to happen. This is who
So
you'll
you
talk
kind
to.
of break it up. All our car.
Otherwise,
break it up.
if you word vomit right at the beginning, they're not going to remember what I was saying about this part of the transaction whenever it comes to it. Because
Right.
we talked about that 2 months ago or a month ago. You know?
Yeah. And then too, while you're doing that, I've noticed something about what you do in your real estate stuff. You've always made sure that they have the documents tangible.
Right.
Where
Yeah, we have that automated. As soon as somebody finishes it, sends it back to you.
Yeah. So those kind of things are helpful because not all realtors are spending the extra money to get that kind of stuff to do.
Right.
Because it does cost money to do that.
Right.
It's a program, so, to make sure that
it is.
Yeah, and people don't realize it. It might don't cost a lot, but if you are a realtor and you're just not getting out there and you say, okay, well, I'm gonna start my own. A lot of them still doing the old paper and driving it over and letting you sign it. And there's so many advanced ways to do things now.
Right. I used to do that too. Drove to done this twice now.
Oh boy!
I was laughing with one of my neighbors because they referred 3 now to me, and I said, if you don't get me out of the not mobile home, nursing home,
oh for
we're
real,
have to talk.
They're selling their properties.
Yeah, finally getting rid of them and moving into nursing homes, but
that's
I had to do that quite a bit and go set and do the old signing and go over word by word with them because it's hard for them to understand.
Right.
But I love it.
And they probably need that liquid cash too.
Right.
Just to be sustainable and live.
Right.
That's the thing. That's the biggest thing for me is like when you do get a realtor, I mean, you shouldn't have to say everything of what's hurting and this is why I need to sell it. Right. You know, they should have a drive to want to push the needle or push push the sale or have creative ways how to sell it.
That's part of my consultations. We talk about the whys of your selling. So you're needing money out of it. You need your equity out of it. You are relocating for a job, things like that. Because that kind of tailors to what we're shooting for, time wise.
Right.
You know, if you're in money trouble and you know you have some money to get out of that can help pay off. We need to do this to make sure it sells faster and get that money out quicker.
Right.
But yeah, that's all.
But
part of what a good agent does is go over those your needs and wants, because that matters to what you need to do and how you need to market it.
Availability too.
Yeah,
because a lot of times you could call a realtor and they're never available.
Yeah,
you know, for real. Back.
I am on the phone a lot, so.
What I wish I knew at the start. Trusting BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group with our commercial landscaping was the best decision ever. BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group has been transforming commercial spaces into green paradises. Our clients can't stop raving about us. Just listen to what they have to say.
First client review. Our property has never looked this good. 5 stars all the way.
Second client review. Professional, reliable, and simply the best in the business. 5-star service.
From lush green lawns to vibrant floral displays, we've got it all covered. Our dedicated team ensures your property not only looks great but stands out.
Third client review. Their attention to detail is incredible. Our landscaping has never been in better hands. 5 stars.
Whether you're a business or an individual, BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group brings expertise, reliability, and a touch of magic to every project. Ready to transform your property? Join the 5-Star Club! Because at BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group, we believe every property deserves to shine. BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group, where properties thrive.
I do miss calls, but I never not call something back.
But I do see that there are a lot of part-time realtors out there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, part-times, kind of retirees.
They're still doing.
Yeah, they just do it on the weekends, and that's kind of hard.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, that's kind of hard just to do it on the weekends.
Right. You can't.
Yeah, because it's a pretty steady industry.
Right.
Wow.
And just keeping up with laws. That's like our biggest thing on coaching to people, that it's not a part-time thing, is keeping up with the right laws, what new things are out there, training yourself on situations that you need to know to help navigate a consumer.
Right.
Like, that's huge. So whenever you're a part-time person and you're not focusing on that, all you think you're doing is showing somebody houses. That's not right. You're doing that client an injustice.
Right.
Because you're not finding out all the best things for them.
Right. Because it takes like research.
Loan programs and things like that. Being educated on all that kind of stuff. That's huge. Because I can tell my client, I already know basis of all programs, so I can be like, hey, you kept saying this bank said that you can't do that. I promise you I can get this other bank. They do things like that. You know, I can figure out something for your situation.
And it's amazing that banks are like that. Like, they pick and choose what their portfolio can look like before giving somebody a loan. They're like, well, we don't do barndominium loans, or we don't do container home loans. Right. But over the years, things have kind of gotten a little better.
Yeah.
A lot, not a little, a lot better, to be honest.
And it's kind of like stores competing. They want to start picking up all these other products that everybody else is doing, because everyone's going this way. Everyone's starting to buy these things, and business owners have grown. How many business owners there are now? So that's something that every bank pretty much is grasped on, is getting loans that can go off your bank statements and what your business earning is.
Right.
Used to, it would only go off what your income was, and it was hard to get a loan as a business owner. Now they've come out with all these new products that you can just go off of what your business is making, rather than just what you're being paid from the business.
Right.
So that's huge.
That's huge.
And every bank's competing now with those, because there are so many business owners now out there that need that.
And then too, I know at one point when I owned a mortgage company, because we would do it and then we'll bundle it up and help to move it along the process of selling it. But it was hard back then in the 90s. is when I got my license for that. I think it was like 99 or 2000. And back then it was hard. They had a big shakedown on the, on stuff there, but I can only imagine what it is now because most people are going to the big conglomerate banks for mortgage loans. But you remember at one point there were, there were small individuals that can do that.
And that's still pretty popular to have.
Is it a lot? Is it a lot more or less? Because people started dropping out like flies when the bottom hit in, I want to say 19. No, it maybe was 1998 or 99.
I would say it's grown.
Okay.
With a mortgage broker, so that's somebody that doesn't work for a specific bank. I think that's like the biggest thing now, and it's nicer. What I tell everyone, it's like you're buying from a wholesaler, so somebody that can shop what all the different banks have to offer.
That's kind of like insurance then. That's kind of like insurance.
Yeah, exactly.
They just plug in the stuff and it shops around.
I'll tell you which company we need to use because we can see all what everyone has to offer.
Right.
So I think that's why it's growing, is because it's better deals for people, more options for people at least.
And people like options.
Yep.
They like options completely.
Yeah. I actually just watched a video. That's something, they said it in a good way. I can't even remember where I saw it. But I do tell people this all the time, that mortgages, people tell consumers that mortgages are all the same. They all come from the government, which is not true. But they say mortgages, you're going to find the same mortgage rate anywhere, which I get what they're saying. That is a true statement in some regards. The mortgage rate is set by the government. Whenever you're doing government loans, that's going to be the same. But what's different about how you can get a cheaper mortgage is the fees that they charge on top of that. That's what you're shopping. That's what.
Oh,
and then
the
different
fees,
products that we were just talking about.
Right.
But
junk
the
fees.
different junk fees, pretty much, that are thrown on there. That is huge. People don't realize. Oh, what's this extra $4,000? Oh, well, that's what you're paying just to get the mortgage through us. And it's something that's usually added on later. That's something that you wish you could have shopped, because that's
huge.
Nice little chunk.
Yeah, that's huge. But it's always been junk fees. I was always under the impression, like, I was like, man, one day that needs to be audited. Like, the way they structure fees, especially when it's getting ready time to close or something.
Right.
Then all of a sudden you get the what is the last closing statement sheet or something, and it has all these figures on it. But then you ask questions to say, wait a minute, why is this figure this high? Or why is that? But usually your realtor will be looking over that for you, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have paired lenders. Obviously, you can do whatever you want. But I say, hey, here's my top 3 lenders that are friends I set with all the time, that I have hand cherry picked because I've sat down and done deals with them and gone through all of it.
I was just gonna say, their work.
Right. And I know they're going to be upfront with you. We're going to have this hidden $4,000 that pops up right at the very end that you probably saw somewhere on a sheet in fine print somewhere, but you already signed for it.
Too late.
And it's too late. We're at the very end. You're going to lose this house if you don't come.
But can somebody change their mind? So, like in a car industry, what you get 3 days or something, you could bring it back.
Oh yeah, there are plenty of options to switch things around in the middle of a transaction, but
after it's done, after kind of like the car industry, you can take the car back in 3 days.
Oh right, no.
Because I was like, I was like, it can't be no returning.
No, absolutely not.
And I'm just asking these questions, y'all. I know, but I'm just saying, I'm asking those questions because laws do change, things change frequently.
Right.
In real estate, like you got to be on top of it. Someone was telling me in real estate they only do commercial real estate because they don't. It's not, the requirements are different. That's what I was told. And I was like, I need to check into that.
Same license.
Yeah.
So same requirements for that, but it's a little bit different on transactions.
Okay.
So the transactions are very different.
Okay.
Different requirements on documents and things like that.
Right.
that might be what they were referring to. But yeah, that's misconstrued.
So you called it the what again? The when you started, you called it
NAR?
Yeah, NAR. NAR. I'm looking it
National
up.
Association of Realtors.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
Because I've been so farly removed out of that scene, because I just went under the totally property management. So I'm pulling it up now to see them. Everybody know about HAR though.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows about that one. So, question to you: with saying all of what you've said, how are your? Because some of these people out here, they'll have a realtor, but then they're like, I don't know if I want to sell it through fast houses or different entities. How does how does the investment world look right now? Is there a lot of investors? Because I'm thinking of an investor as almost like a real estate person, like agent, without going through the testing and stuff like that.
Right.
They're kind of like in the middle of finding somebody something, or they're the investor and they're trying to.
You're referring to wholesalers.
Is it okay? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Wholesalers.
Yeah, and they do not hold a license.
Right.
So that's something dangerous. That's
very dangerous.
Can be. I mean, there are good people out there, and they're helping find a buyer for you, pretty much.
Right.
But at the same time, you got to remember, they're not being regulated by anyone. They're not looking at your best interest. They're looking to just connect people, and then they get paid out of it. So that's all their job is. They're not helping you negotiate. They're not helping you go over contracts. You, at that point, don't have anyone to write you up a contract. And in doing that, and you witnessed this on a property that some of your family owns.
Yeah.
If you're not working with somebody that's researching this contract and going it over with you, you're going to lose protection in it. And they have, whenever they want to back out, or they can cost you money by.
Right. It costs you a lot of money.
So it's a dangerous thing that people get into a lot.
Right.
And they end up getting screwed.
That's
most of the time. If they don't have somebody.
Have a realtor for them speaking up
exactly.
that can get them through the whole thing.
Exactly.
A lot of people try to not do that because they want to cut costs and save money.
Right. But that comes at a cost.
It really does.
And they're always undervalued.
Yeah.
So
you say always
undervalued. Yep.
Right.
Whenever you use an investor, so because that's what they think. If they cut out all these people, well then I want less money for it then.
But that if you cut them out, then you better give more money because you didn't.
Yeah. Then you're like, oh well. Then
but it's a business
thing.
transaction.
You end up with the same amount of money if you would have just paid for real estate agents.
You end up with a business transaction. I just pulled them up and I was looking through their stuff. I remember back in the day, they've been around for a long time.
Oh yeah, I can't even remember what year they started, but
yeah, they've been around for a long time. Looking at all this different stuff, and it looks like possibly you could even take classes on here.
Yep, they are in charge of a lot of classes. So the biggest thing on their annual real estate review is they talk about finances, talk about what agents are doing out there, the number of agents, what the median are for agents, business wise, and things like that. So, here's the over 11 major tax proposals, protecting trillions in real estate value. So, they have NAR has advocacy groups that are going in legislators all the time and lobbying.
Right, because I'm looking at a lobbying page. They have different links and stuff.
They have different organizations that are connected to them that help.
They're pretty strong, it seems like.
Oh, yeah. They help control a lot of things that benefit homeowners all the time. And that's something that I don't feel like it's the organization's given credit for.
Right.
Is that they're doing it. They're not just managing realtors.
Yeah.
They're doing more than that for the real estate industry.
That's hard to manage that many realtors in the state of Texas.
Yeah. Well, no. NAR is for the entire nation.
Oh, NAR is for the entire nation. Because I was just going to ask you on here, it says something about, oh, it just went away. something about different places to take. They had like California on here, and they had what's this other one? So you're saying they're all over the world?
NAR is just for the U.S.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
entire U.S.
Okay.
And then HAR is Houston specific, but
Yeah.
so those get confused a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see. That's pretty cool though.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to find out how long it's been in existence, but it doesn't say on here. Their website is just real plain. A couple of links here and there.
Yeah, something big that they put out that a lot of people are laughing at, because it's true that 10% of people that I said that are actually selling and doing this full time, make up a majority of the income in the industry. But people always talk about that realtors are overpaid, and
They say they're overpaid?
So that's brought up a lot, that consumers say that, and I think it's just because our fees aren't broken down so much to people, so they feel like
That's weird.
they see a big chunk going to realtors. They think that it seems more than what it is. That's another thing that came up with the commissions and things like that.
Right.
It kind of opened up where people now know where the money's split,
how it's
split, what all goes into it a little bit more. So that's being talked about more. So that's something they put on the real estate review last year. And the median income came out to be 58,000.
58?
And
it's kind of low.
That's very low. I'm sorry, but
I'm just like, I mean, if you're out there making that amount, that's cool. But I mean, it just seems like in today's time, you need a lot more because to be sustainable for your family, grocery, lights, car insurance.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot.
Well, and if I don't know how a realtor would exist off $58,000 a year, because I don't make near that, but if I did, I would not be able to afford to do what I have to do to run my business.
Afford to take your clients around.
Exactly.
I mean, literally.
Like the gas that goes into it, all of our fees that we have to pay monthly, all of the different products we have. Like, I don't understand how an agent could survive off that. So
because you got the different apps. I know at one point when we were having to go to one of my clients' houses, they had the smart. I didn't have to pay. We don't have to pay for it, but they had the smart key. I think it's called Smart Key.
Yep.
Yeah, I really like that. I really like that, but it's very expensive for a realtor to purchase. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
To purchase those because they want to go with that look.
Yep.
That's because that's a fancy look. But it comes with a cost.
$600 a piece.
So those, and what I'm talking about, y'all, is the Realtor Lockbox. So they have one where you have an app and it's called Smart. What is it?
It's just Supra.
Super, that's it. Okay.
But it's Super Smart Key.
Smart Key. And so basically that's a new way realtors use a lockbox instead of an old rusty lockbox where you moving the numbers, can't get the numbers lined up right. Then you have to start all over again.
And the biggest thing is, so it has a brain, so it registers every single person that goes to that. Only realtors can use it.
God.
So you have to have an app that's designated from the Association of Realtors. We pay for that app monthly as well. But
all those fees
it registers when somebody's in and out. I can lock it where I can't let people in or won't let people in around a certain time. It does a lot of control. So
from your phone or tablet.
Yeah. It's supposed to make it safer. It's also built with different products, so you can't clip it with bolt cutters.
Really?
So that was the biggest thing, is a lot of people were breaking into houses from clipping those lockboxes off and getting in there and getting the key. So this is another safety thing to make sure that whenever your keys are locked in this thing, it's locked away for good. Without this app, you can't get inside of it.
Right.
So that was like a huge thing coming up with it.
I think I seen one with the finger thing, but that's only for the person that put the lockbox on or something.
The finger is only for, that's either a different product or like a door lock that specifically has that. But yeah, this is only open from your app. Okay. That's the whole safety thing in it, is that someone can't just try to use anything else to try to get it to open.
Right.
You have to have this app that's made.
Yeah, I have it on my phone.
Yeah.
And it works. It works really good. It's very secure. Whoever created that or thought of that, man, I wish it was me. I wish it was me for real. I don't know how much they are selling them, but they're pretty, up there in pricing. But for me, if I was selling houses, those are the lockbox I think I would use me. And then you said they're about $600.
Every single one.
Probably get you probably get a discount for bulk.
It said, and I have one on every house.
Have it on bulk or something.
Yep.
So, as we wrap this particular segment up, what is something I guess you could let the viewers know about?
Interest rates are climbing down.
Are they really?
That's the biggest thing. Yep, that's what everybody was waiting on.
But when we gonna see it though? Like
we are.
Yeah.
We're down. We're under 6.
Oh wow.
Yep. I got someone the other day buying down. I know we've talked on here with a couple lenders about buying down your rate. Done that and got them really low in the 5s. So it's exciting.
I did the same with one of my clients. I was helping her through the whole process of it. And I told her she could buy down her rate, and she was like, "I could buy down my rate." What you talking about? Yeah. I'm like, well, if I saw your, like you said, you see, a lot of financials. I was like, all you need to do is take this 100 and some thousand and put it over here, and you can buy your rate down.
Right.
And so I think her rate was 4.9.
Yeah,
that's awesome. It's like a big chunk of money.
It is. Costs a little money up front, but
it's well worth it. And you'll get out there house no quicker.
Right.
Yeah, it's well worth it. Well, today we were just chatting and talking about pretty much the goodness of finding a good realtor and actually having the real estate side be, informational for us and kind of getting the viewers engaged of knowing what's going on in the real estate world. But 80% was pretty high, that percentage of people that, and now tomorrow it'll be 90% since we said something on the podcast that everybody's going to go run out and get their their real estate license. Well, as we wrap up, I also want to let y'all know we do sell commercial spaces on our show. And if you're interested, you have our contact information on our podcast, and you just click it and you can send us a personal email, and we will be more than happy to look at it and give you pricing of our ad spaces. But as we close out, I always like to say to people, stay healthy, wealthy, and wise. Continue to do your journey in your businesses in real estate. Real estate has so many facets, and you don't have to just do one thing. You can do multiple things, but whatever you do, make sure you do it in good faith of, helping your clients in it. And if you do that, you'll gain more and more clients. So if you got one client today, do it with integrity, and you'll have 2 tomorrow. That's my philosophy.
I like that.
Yeah. So continue to do great work out there. Continue to like, share, and subscribe to our show, and tell somebody else to watch it. Send it out to somebody. But we're really enjoying it. We're almost to 300K, almost, and that's pretty exciting. So 300K views. So talk to y'all later and enjoy.
Okay.
Bye.
We'll see ya.
Bye.